Yeah, ba ba da ba ba boom. Yeah, da 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 da. Ba 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 da ba ba da da. Here I am, baby. Come on, take me by the hand. Let me get a little scope here. Yeah, ba ba da ba 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 ba. Yeah, ba ba da ba. Alrighty, folks, how you guys doing? This is Mongo from Mongo's Big Thinks, your friend from SoCal, Southern California. To start us off today, folks, I'm going to read a little bit from a bit of a book about Godzilla. And folks, be prepared. This is pretty sad. Get ready to be hit right in the feels with this very sad, very somber part of Godzilla trying to find a friend. Godzilla swam underwater for many days, searching for a place where he could find a friend. He saw whales and sharks and octopuses and even a giant squid, but like the monsters on Monster Island, the creatures of the ocean depths were afraid of him. Finally, Godzilla arrived in a land with many different animals, big ones and small ones, elephants, giraffes, and zebras. "I'm sure to find a friend here," Godzilla growled excitedly. But when he came ashore, all the animals ran away in a dusty stampede. Once again, Godzilla was alone. He blinked. Was it the dust that made his eyes fill with tears? As he turned to go, Godzilla realized he would never find a friend. With a heavy heart, he returned to Monster Island. And it continues here. For a long time, Godzilla swam through the ocean. Finally, in the distance, he saw a great ship. "Will you be my friend?" Godzilla called to the ship, filling the air with his mighty roar. On the deck of the ship, the passengers and crew heard Godzilla's roar. They cried out in panic and ran for the lifeboats. "Godzilla is coming!" they shouted. Godzilla saw that the people on the boat were afraid of him too, just like the monsters on Monster Island. With a sigh, Godzilla swam sadly away. Folks, we start off every episode of Mongo's Big Thinks. Every video comes with some somber news every now and then. Among this news, of course, folks, we take it in stride. We take the good with the bad because, at least for me, there ain't no good news without any bad news. You can't have some sweet without some sour, too. But anyhow, folks, we got Severon 13 down in the chat. Hail Mongo, poor Godzilla. Yeah, I'd really like to get that book one of these days. I just saw that on Twitter and remembered there was a book about that, about a children's book about Godzilla and how he tries to find a friend. Life ain't easy. Life ain't easy when you're 10 stories tall and you're radioactive giant lizard. It ain't easy. But anyhow, folks, let's kind of get into some fun stuff. Let's let me drag you up from the gulf of misery and woe with some other stuff to talk about today. Hopefully you guys are doing good. I am doing very nice. I did a lot of tree trimming this week and this last weekend, of course. I'll be doing some more tomorrow and the rest of the week, but right now I'm just sitting back, sipping on a mango flavored LaCroix, and it's very pleasant. It's very pleasant. Very tasty. I like to say that sparkling water gets a bad rap sometimes. I mean, as a kid, I hated it. I hated sparkling water because I'd rather have soda. But nowadays, it's just something that's kind of like relaxing to me, drinking a sparkling water, even if it has a little bit of flavoring in it, it can be a mixed blessing, It's sometimes the carbonation is way too much, but other times you get that perfect amount of carbonation and flavor in your sparkling water, and it really does calm me down. At least helps me chill out. Let's see, Severon, we got you saying I'm chilling, playing some Wreckfest at the moment. Wreckfest, Wreckfest, Wreckfest. The video game, okay. Oh, that's cool. It's cars. I like that kind of stuff. That's cool. Oh, that's nice. I think the closest thing I've ever played to that would probably be some of the Burnout. I think it was Burnout Paradise or something. I don't know. It looks neat. I like that's something I always liked whenever I played racing games growing up. Just bonking into other cars. Oh, that's nice. You're drinking sparkling ice water, black raspberry. Oh yeah, there's something nice about that. Very, very calming. It's all part of that vibe. It's all about the vibe. Gotta chill out. Gotta relax. Work hard. Chill hard. You gotta take it easy every now and then. It's good for the body. Anyhow, so many tabs here, but all in all, I don't have too much to really talk about. I guess I will share you guys. Just, if you follow me on Twitter, you guys already know. Last week I had a nice, fun time rearranging the room. I'm just going to do this tab here and show you guys. So, the image quality is decent, I guess, but it was really fun, really nice, relaxing kind of just rearranging everything. Obviously, I wiped down everything, all the furniture. Did a lot of vacuuming too. You never realize how much dust you get that accumulates underneath your bed, just on the sides of furniture. So it was definitely needed. It was definitely needed, and I had a very fun time going through that. So yeah, there was definitely good stuff there. Definitely good stuff. I really liked. I have a dresser with my TV on it, so I had a fun time rearranging things on there as I quickly click through a bunch of different tabs here. I had a very very nice time here, and oh look at that, we got Fallon reacts. Fallon reacts, very nice. And let's see, that's awesome, man. Thank you. Loving the theme. Yeah, I'm a total kaiju kid. I was a kaiju kid when I was young, and I think if I had to be honest, probably during middle school and high school, my investment in giant monster movies really declined, and that was mostly due to a lack of giant monster movies. Because really, after the Millennium series of Godzilla movies, there wasn't really very much else. At least for me as a kid in Southern California, there wasn't really much other giant monster media for me to consume. But we're in a good time right now. We're in a good time, and let's just see. So I had a very nice. It was a nice week last week, and had a nice little video premiere. I couldn't even tell you what day it premiered. I guess it premiered August 20th. So on Thursday. So yeah, so basically what the deal was, as I was down in El Cajon, I was down near my sister's, helping her out down here in San Diego, and helped her out, did yard work, mowed her lawn. She's pregnant, so she's been busy. She's also been doing her online teaching, so that's been Very nice. And oh, we got Jeremy 5 Russia approved. Glad to have you here. Glad to have you here. So, when I was done with that, I'm driving back home and I figured, hey, got to pick up some groceries. Let me stop at the Walmart down here near my sister. Did that. And then saw this Kong with Battle Axe, Playmates Toys. So I was like, oh, totally, I'll buy that. It was $10. I was like, okay, $10. It was one of the last things on the peg, on the shelf for the Godzilla toys. I was like, okay. I mean, might as well get it now because lots of other people are going to get it. And by the looks of it, that was pretty much true. There definitely was a lot of people buying these things. But yeah, so I bought it and I made a little video. Nothing crazy, but it was fun. Sent it out to a few people, shared it on Twitter, sent it into Fallon, who featured it in her little indie creator Indie Friday thing. That was very nice of her. And yeah, so that was fun. I always like doing those little thumbnails. That's a fun part about making little videos like that. So on the topic of toys. So of course, this last week we've had some nice pictures of the upcoming Kong figure. Let me make sure I got the right tab here. Kaiju News Outlet. Here we go. Here's some in-hand images of the Kong, the NECA Toys King Kong. Here's a nice shot here of the box. I'm liking the box. I think it's really nice. It really pops. You have images of the figure on there, and I think it looks really nice, really great. Here's some more images. Here's the back of the box. You got King Kong. Very nice. It's a nice, mean-looking King Kong. Even it comes with two heads. Both of the heads, honestly, they're both pretty aggressive. That, and they also have scars on them. I'm liking the coloring on this, the fur. He's not just one color, which is great, because you see any kind of gorilla, it's not just one color. It's a mix, a variety of colors. We have the inside box, the flap. The camera quality is not superb on this one, but we also have another tab here that I'll share with you guys that will hopefully give us a little more perspective on this figure and its box here. So again, this is from Kaiju News Outlet. Pretty good, obviously when you're using a source on Twitter or like a website, you gotta pick and choose. You gotta be wise with how you report or share this information. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's questionable, but this stuff looks very legit. And I'm pretty sure this is all pretty good looking. I'm liking that. That's the front of the box, King Kong. We have the back here, Kong, big old Kong right there, beating his chest. We have Kong here with an open hand and a fist hand. And we have another Kong here. He's kind of like, ooh. And yeah, another look at the box here. And another look at the inner flap. And that, I really like how they took that picture. It's a nice use of the shading and lighting and stuff like that. I think it looks good. I'm really looking forward to this. I got my figure pre-ordered on the Big Bad Toy Store. So that will be something to look forward to. I'm really going to enjoy having another Kong figure in the collection. And we'll keep this train rolling. So we have an official poster for an upcoming game, Ultraman Kaiju Combat. And let me share that for you here, folks. Let me see. Here we go. Official poster by @Spankzilla85 or Matt Frank. Matt Frank, really great illustrator, really great artist. For the upcoming Ultraman Kaiju Combat game has been revealed. So we got, here we go. We got a variety of Ultraman Ultras, and we have a variety of kaiju. We got Ultraman here. It's just all these different Ultras. They've been stylized here in the poster. You got Baltan, you got Gomora. We have another kaiju here. I'm not familiar with him. We have Zayton, we have King Joe. Back here we have Jiris, and that will be fun to see. Folks, if you're not familiar with the kaiju Jiris, let me show you an image of him, because Ultraman, it's made by the same company as Godzilla, so there are some suits that have been reused here and there. And lucky for me, this is one of those kaiju that I've seen before, because I've only watched maybe 7 or 8 episodes of Ultraman, the first season of the first series, or not including Ultra Q. But let me get a good image here of Jiris. So, folks, this is before I do that, here's the image. It'll be fun. It'll be neat to see another monster game out there. It'll be interesting to see what kind of gameplay it is. It'll be interesting to see if it's a 2D or 3D brawler, and what type of thing it'll be. Obviously, Matt Frank, great artist. He has done a lot of amazing art. Let me just click on his thing here. So here, you just look at him. Look at that. You got Ultraman and Gomora. He's a great artist. You can see a lot of great stuff. Check him out on Twitter. But let me show you guys an image of Jiris. Jurassic. Hard to say. But let's see. Here's it's not a very big image. Here's a side image. So obviously you got the Godzilla suit. They reused it. They kind of added some yellow to it. They added a big frill. They really wanted to make it a somewhat different monster, but you still see, of course, the dorsal plates on here. The head is pretty much unchanged. Personally, I think it's kind of lazy. It's compared to other costumes that they've reused in Ultraman. I think this is one of the more lazy ones. But I will say, watching this episode was very sad when I watched it, because in that episode, Ultraman rips this frill off of Jiris's head, and it's really sad. It was really sad for me to see. This image is not loading up nicely, but basically there's a lot of dismemberment and blood in Ultraman, and that was really surprising to me, because you didn't really see that too much. You would see it to a degree in some of the Heisei movies, and you see it here and there in modern movies. But I just kind of forgot how bloody the Showa era of Toho could get. But anyhow, folks, that's Jiris. That's an Ultraman kaiju who's just a reuse of a Godzilla suit. Anyhow, so one of the last things I want to talk about here is a movie that I watched over the weekend here. And that movie is Notzilla. So here we have on Twitter, official at Notzilla_movie on Twitter. And they say that they have all these different sources here, all these different platforms for the movie Notzilla. You have Amazon, available on Amazon Prime. Well, not Amazon Prime, actually. Amazon Video. Prime Video. You can rent it for $5 on there. You have Vimeo. You can rent it for $5 on Vimeo. YouTube is also a rental. You rent it, it's saying how much you rent. But basically, I'm not going to play the trailer because I don't want to get like copywritten or something. You got to be careful nowadays. But anyhow, oh gosh. Basically, you have it available on a lot of different things. You even have it available on Google Play. So on Google Play, it's $4 rental. So that's kind of nice. But yeah, check it out if you're interested. Me personally, I watched this movie, and if I'm honest, I think it could have been a lot funnier. I think it could have been a lot funnier. If you're unfamiliar with the movie, you check out the trailer for it, you'll get a pretty good idea of it. You're also going to see the best jokes. But that's kind of the nature of these types of funny comedy movies, especially these spoof movies. Because that's what Notzilla is. It's a spoof movie off of Godzilla and giant monster movies in general. You get some stuff there that made me chuckle. I chuckled a lot during the movie at a few different things. I didn't get very many laughs, not very many huge laughs. Like most giant monster movies, the best part of this movie is the monster itself. Notzilla is pretty funny. He's pretty good to watch. I'd like to see more of him. The human characters are all right. There's a nice little cast, I guess. There's a lot of name humor. There's a lot of name humor in this movie, and oh yeah, don't forget to hit that like button. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Like, thanks, Fallon. Yeah, it's always nice. I always appreciate a like here and there. Very, very thankful for you guys that popped in here. But yeah, there's a lot of name humor. There's some potty humor in there, but it's not terrible. I'm not going to spoil anything for the movie. Basically, I'm going to leave it up to you guys to actually watch it. This is going to be spoiler free, but personally, I think it would have been a lot funnier if it was an animated movie. But of course, there's a lot of limitations here and there. So I don't know if I would say this is a winner, but I think it's a decent movie. It's a spoof movie. It's a comedy. It's PG-13, I would say at the most. I believe that's its rating. There's nothing especially vulgar about it or surprisingly vulgar about it. It's relatively inoffensive. There's a few things here and there with sexism and stuff like that, but it's played off as a joke and it's shown as being a stupid thing. So yeah, I mean, if you're bored on a weekend or a weekday or at night, consider renting this movie. It's only about an hour 18 minutes long, and I think you'll get a few chuckles, maybe even a few laughs out of it. But folks, so that's about it. For these last few minutes, I'm going to just talk briefly about a project I'm going to be working on right now. Having a nice sip of my LaCroix. Canned LaCroix, only the best, Canned water. Anyhow, folks, so if you're familiar, if you've been following the channel for a long time, if you've been following the channel for a long time, you may be familiar with the 14 Monstrous Nights of Halloween. I had that premiere. There's a series of episodes. There's about 14 or 15 episodes of very short videos where I recommended different movies and briefly summarized them as well. And that was starting off at the first day of October up until my birthday, which was the 14th of October. So recently I've been putting together a series of videos called the King Kongathon. And with each video thing, I try and look it up and see if there's other people who've used the same titles. And surprisingly, King Kongathon as a whole hasn't been used. Cinemassacre has done the Kongathon, and G-Man or Godzilla 54, a Godzilla tuber has done Kongathon as well. But no one's done, at least not that I've seen, no one's really done the King Kongathon. So I'm going to stick with that. So we got the King Kongathon. Originally, it was only going to be about 7 or 8 videos, short videos, recommending and summarizing a few different King Kong movies that I've seen. But I'm thinking more and more I think about it, I think I'll just have that premiere, have those videos come out during October and do a 14, something along the lines of the 14 Nights of Halloween. But I'll do it with King Kong movies or giant ape movies. Nice thing about King Kong is it has inspired a variety of different movies, not just within its own franchise, but outside. And there are other movies that are similarly made who have giant apes. One of the most recent examples would be the movie Rampage with Dwayne The Rock Johnson. That movie was actually very delightful. I enjoyed watching that. But there are also older movies like Konga, Queen Kong. I don't think I'll review Queen Kong because that movie seems a little dumb. But, we'll see what happens. It all depends. But then the Giant Peking Man, which is Chinese King Kong, as far as I understand. But there's a lot of things out there. There's even some animated King Kong movies. The Mighty Kong. Kong, the animated series, also apparently had 2 movies, or at least one animated movie that went direct to video. And I was surprised to learn about that. And I'm going to have to check that out. I believe I found that, I found a copy of that on YouTube, actually. So basically, folks, if you're looking forward to your King Kong content, just wait until October, and I'll have some videos out for you guys that feature gigantic primates of monstrous proportions. And folks, we're going to keep it short today. Can't really say I got anything else to talk about. I really appreciate you guys coming in. Fallon Reacts, Jeremy 5, Russia Approved, Severon 13. It's been really nice. It's been a very pleasant day. Hopefully you guys have been having a pleasant day. Overall, I got to say there is quite a bit to be happy and grateful for. Channel wise, we got a nice little, we got 116 subscribers. That's awesome. That's really humbling. And hopefully, folks, you guys have a good rest of your day. And I'll see you later. Bye-bye. I'll take a sip of my LaCroix and I'll end it in, the next minute or two. Yeah, that's what I thought too. I thought King Kong-a-thon sounded good. At the very least, it sounds funny. ABBA made a song, the King Kong song. It's okay. It's definitely not one of their most well-known songs, but it's got a nice little beat here and there, and they have some funny stuff like the King Kong song, boom, ba dum, boom, 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 ba dum, boom. A big black and white gorilla. I couldn't sing the whole song for you because I don't really remember all of it. But yeah, check that out too. ABBA's King Kong song. But bye, Jeremy 5. And later on, Mongo. Hope you have a good day. Hope you have a good day too. Folks, it's been a pleasure. And I will see you guys around. And I'm going to end the broadcast right now.